Oh my God, hello. Hello. I'm working from home today. Got a ton of stuff, and I gotta make sure I don't leak my to-do list because that would be really bad. Really good for you guys, but bad for me. A ton is happening. Absolutely massive amounts of things. It's all amazing, great things. So we are gonna do show and tell from the world's wildest studio. It's definitely a tree house. Yep. So definitely a treehouse here. So it's a good time. We're gonna do some show and tell. There are 37 posts, and then I have to get back to work because I've got to book TwitchCon and a bunch of other stuff for the Alveus staff. So ruined your immersion. Sorry. So all right, let's get into it. Nature walk / hike in the Queechy Gorge, Tissue Cat near Hartford, Vermont. I don't know if I said that right. My family and I went to a place called Queechy. I said it right. Makes me giggle. In Vermont for a little getaway trip. And here's some pics I got on our hike. Z10 easy. Thank you for the 13 months, Brian. Crazy to call that Z. That's a Z. I got a picture on a hike. Unfortunately, I forgot my camera, so it's just phone pictures. Phone pictures can be really good, though. It was a lovely time, and there wasn't any trash to pick up. That is good. Ooh. That looks like that can deal really well with a lot of flooding. Looks like it does flood a lot sometimes. Nice. This is pretty. Nice. That's a lot of fun. I want to go there and frolic. Beautiful. Is that technically lichen? No. Maybe? I don't know. I don't think it's a fungus. It could be just a regular fungus. But it looks more like harder, like a lichen. So, lichen it is? Yeah. So. Let me move. There we go. Pretty. See some nice birds up there. All right. Spider. Nice bridge. Beautiful waterways. Nice. The fiance reveal. Very nice. All right. Up next, we've got evening walk. Emery. A nice evening stroll with some animal encounters. A Canada, not Canadian. Canadians don't lay claim to these guys. Canada goose. Beautiful. These are some good shots. Nice. In flight. And click and zoom on the photos. Was that not a thing earlier? Is that new? Or has it always been like that? I feel like it's always been like meh. Cute. Doggo. Old doggo. Aw. Cute. Can barely see him. Exhausted. Very nice. Thank you for sharing. Raving on a farm and other weird bugs. I love Raving by Rhino. Every year I go to Raving on a farm that is pretty eco-conscious. No glitter, no feathers like the colored ones. No soaps or SPF in the river. Littering is one of the worst offenses. And they have a pollinator garden. Nice. It used to do that. We broke it and now it's back in. Nice. Very nice, Matt. This frog was stuck in the shower when I went in. Stores. Oh, missed it. No worries. Stores. Good to have you around. This frog was stuck in the shower. When I went in, I saw him hidden and tucked away in the corner. Obviously, a shower equals lots of soap and harmful chemicals. So you saved him. Nice. my side quest, I always do scoop up glow sticks and feed the monster. That's fun. Okay. Slug. Evening Lights of Pollinator Garden. That's a fun way to do that. Grasshopper. Wow, I need to stop sounding like Maya. I'm not Maya. Green bug. Nice. I've been around her too much. Hungry caterpillar. Beautiful. My husband and I rented a yurt every year, so we don't have to trek in a tent. We could ruin also. Setting up sucks. Setting up does suck. Very nice. Connor, your last segment on the recent World's Wild episode, the military does use live ammunition to those exercises. Don't know specifically about the tanks, but there's a military ground shooting range located like 40, 50 kilometers from where I live. They accidentally set fire to the area by unguided air-to-ground missiles from combat helicopters in 2018. The fire lasted for a bit over a month, and around a few thousand acres of bog were destroyed. That's crazy, and that sucks. That is funny that you know. I mean, it's not funny that happened, but it's funny that I talked about that and you know about that. That's cool. Yeah, we've been having fun at World's Wildest. So, nice. More bugs. Both of them were completely empty shell. It was crazy. Okay, nice. Then you saw this. Assume it is inert of bugs and spiders with a third June bug. They both seemingly perished. Never seen something so fascinating and strange. Ooh, the lights. To end on a fun note, when I was raving, I looked up and saw bugs raving with us. Figuratively, of course, they were just wanting those lights. And it made me happy. My homies rave with bugs. That's fun. That's a fun rave. Love that. Thank you. Day Trip to the Zoo by Zeisor Fallen near Hamburg, Germany. Ooh, I love some good zoo pictures. I like looking at the enclosures. So, went on a trip to Hagenbeck Animal Park. EAZA and WAZA opened in 1907. Jeez. It's one of the oldest still open zoos in Germany and was the first in the world utilizing enclosures without bars. Wow. 1,400 animals from 140 species in the zoo and 14,000 fish from 350 species in the aquarium on 62 acres. Jeez. That is a lot. These guys were checking tickets at the aquarium intro. The little fatties. They're so cute. Lemurs. What is bat buffet? Okay, that's fun. Okay. Crocodile feeding time. Nice. There's some pretty water in the fish. That's a big aquarium. Jeez. That'd be fun to sleep like next to. The poops. Persian on guard donks. IUCN near threatened. Hagenbeck is coordinating Europe's species survival plan. Crazy. Cool. Bear. Brown bear, second largest brown bear species. All right, water feature. Looking at it. All right, we got some algae buildup. You're not going to be able to get around that. So I think that makes it look more natural. And I don't think you really need to scrub it a lot. It doesn't mean the water's not like dirty necessarily, but water's not pooling there. So they have some really nice sliding doors, a little bit of dirty water, but it doesn't look like it moves all that much. It comes down through here, but it looks like naturally like good and fun. Trees have hot wire around it, like that's required. They got some hanging enrichment here. Nice. I like it. Kayla wants these waterfalls everywhere. So, does get slippery though. Yeah, for sure. But I'm sure the bears can their weight, they probably peel off the algae as they walk through it. But that's fun for them. And they can play in this water and get up close. Nice. Anyway, I'm just looking at enclosures. Water features catch my eye. I'm interested in those and how we could design these. Alveus getting a bear confirmed. It would be a really long shot for Alveus to get a bear. Just because it's so hot. Bears are cool, but I don't know. It's a lot. Donks. More donks. Cute. I mean, yeah, you can pet the donks. I don't see any reason why not to. Bison. Nice. Tort. Inside space for a Albudra giant tortoise. I'm saying that wrong, but anyway, I struggle with that. Nice glass, nice warm inside, good lights. Oh, porcupines, cute. Asian elephant feedings. That's a nice, very nice trunk here, or not trunk, like concrete enrichment fake trunk. Oh, there's a person right there. What? That's crazy. No protected contact? There's 2 of them here. You can like see the leg like right here maybe. Wow. Cool. Okay. Be safe, please. That's crazy. But cool. Bear. Ooh. Okay. I gotta get some marm ideas real quick. Let's see. Ropes. Lots and lots of ropes. These are fake trees that look so freaking real. That's so well done. Beautiful. Sumatran orangutan enclosures. Here lives Bella, world's oldest known orangutan. Interesting. At 64 years old, geez, that's old. She raised 9 kids here and 6 her own and 3 adopted. Nice. Beautiful. I love that. That's a beautiful enclosure. Hello, Pacific walrus. Big. Siberian tiger enclosure. They're all napping in the shade. One of them was born here in 2022 as part of the European SSP. That's a nice enclosure. I like that. Cool. I got some great ideas. Thank you. I always used to call them orangutans, but they're orangutans. Marsh Walk by Amy. I never get tired of the salt marshes. Also, tiny trash haul. Very nice. Beautiful. That is very pretty. Cute. Kitty cat. Meow. The boats. Tiny trash haul. Recyclable. Nice. Love that. Thank you. Kissing Wookiees. Hello, more volunteer at a local Humane Society. I finished up my first 3 months of volunteering at a local Humane Society last week. Next week, I'm participating in my first walking class, so I'll be able to do more rounds of dog walking as well. Love that. Cutie. Adoptable senior. Frenchie, who's chillest dude I've ever met. Very cute. You got the underbite. Overbite. Technically overbite, yeah. Very cute. You don't look that senior. A little skinny. Glad you're getting good food now. Ball of energy. That's a very cute puppy. I'm kind of glad Maya's not looking at this because, like, she loves herself a puppy. Cuties. Underbite. Is that the underbite when it goes under? Like a little bit past it? Underbite? Yeah, I guess overbite's on the top. You're right. Cute. Family holiday in Slovenia. Spent 2 weeks in Slovenia, and it's so beautiful. Seen Soka River Valley, Triglav National Park, the coast of that, the coast, that zoo, and a cave. Yeah, those words. Beautiful. Oh, that's so pretty. I just want to jump in there and go swim in that water. That's a beautiful waterfall. That's like the dream water to go swim in. Oh my God. Let's just go snorkeling right now. Cute. What's up, tiger? Evil. Stompy! That's a cool place to build like a house castle thingy into. Beautiful. Whoa. That's cool. Nice cave systems. I love that. Apparently there's like a lot of cave systems around Austin, which is pretty cool. Very nice. Thank you so much. Benny! I couldn't think of a title, but here are more macros. I love a good macro. This has been like the biggest way that I've really started to really like bugs. So I'm behind on sharing my macro highlights about 3 weeks, but I've found so many amazing bugs in that time, including these shots from last week. Oh my God. Beautiful. Robert fly. Beautiful. Eating something. Jumping spider. Whoa. Under white light and UV light. That's a fun project. Jeez, these are so good. Like, these give me National Geographic. I hope you're submitting these somewhere, by the way, besides just show and tell. That's so freaking cool. Is that on skin? Human skin? Female and male striped horsefly. Females fully striped eyes help filter out to better see prey. Males are pollinators, so have vision that prioritize seeing flowers and finding females. It looks like it's like actively biting something. Crazy. I do competitions sometimes. Good. I hope you win them because these are amazing. Crazy. Mosty Bear, thank you very much for the almost 2 years at tier 3. Crazy. Thank you so much. Orb Weaver. Black Swallowtail Caterpillar showing off its defensive mechanisms. Insane. Beetle. Beautiful. Jagged Ambush Bug. Wow. That's insane. Yeah. Monarch Caterpillar. Nice. Monarch Butterfly. Beautiful. Jagged Ambush Bug. Nice. Hello. Ground Crab Spider. Stiff Arms. The Lens. Oh, Weevil. Weevils are the cutest little weirdest things. This is wonderful. Benny, thank you so much. As always, that helps me like spiders and insects a lot more. I hope it helps people that don't normally like these guys as well. See how freaking cute they are. It's the eyes. The eyes is what tells you. Get you connected. Garden work. Yo-yo. Sweden. Helped mom and stepdad in their garden. Did I forget sunscreen? Yes, but I did make sure to drink a lot of water, at least. Good. Their new neighbors has 2 cats, and one of them reminds me so much of my cat who passed away last year. I'm sorry your cat passed away, but, oh, nice shirt. Heck yeah. Stay hard! Yeah! I love that sketching on. I love their garden so much. Oh, that's awesome. The big planter will fill with wildflowers for bugs. Nice. Hopper. Nice. Bee. Oh, got dirty. Very dirty. Nice. Cat. Hello, cat. Oh, that's a fluffy cat. I just want to give you a pet. Love that. Watermelon and some sort of chocolate. Black. Salticrysts. Fun. Moth pupa. Ooh, wings, eyes, antenna. Oh, I see it. That's cool. Nice. Thank you so much. Chocolate. Yes, chocolate. Thank you so much. Osprey. By Smiley 0 Day. I've been into the marina 10 times in the last 16 days trying to see osprey dive for fish. They are hunting over a huge area, and I'm usually in the wrong spot at the wrong time. It's a good place for morning coffee before work, though most people I love to talk to have no idea that osprey are around them. That's surprising because osprey are loud. Meep, 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 all the time. Love a good osprey, though. Beautiful. Hello, cutie. That's a nice shot. Ooh, the action shot. Yeah. Ospreys have some of the highest success rates of fishing. I want to say it was over 70%. I can't remember the number I looked up for World's Wildest, but It's super high. Bald eagles are like 20-30%, I think. So bald eagles often steal fish from Osprey because they'll just bully them off of them, and the Osprey's like, whatever, take that. I'm just gonna go catch one real quick afterwards. So, and then they can dive like up to like 10 feet into the water, and then most birds, when they hit into the water, they like get their feathers get waterlogged and they have to swim out. But ospreys, they can just take off the water straight off. This one flew over my head with a fish and was getting to the water. I was there only minutes earlier to see the catch. That's cool. Yeah, they'll lock the fish head in one direction to make it more aerodynamic for their flying. So ospreys are just really cool. Zygodactyl feet too. Yes. Mine a gull try to steal what's left of the osprey's breakfast. Get away, gull. Nice shot. My fish. I think this fish was scavenged. I got a little too close. I backed up after this and left them to their meal. Nice. Osprey don't often go for like dead fish, so maybe it was a little bit alive. It is in rough shape for a fish, though. Hello, cuties. Nice. Thank you so much. That was great. Nature is Fun by Rat. New Jersey, United States. Just a random picture I took recently. I thought it would share. Piece of an ammonite. Nice. That looks like teeth almost. That's cool. Nice. Some fossils. Monosaur tooth. Another tooth. Big guy. Praying mantis. Love that. Beautiful. Big. Ribbit. That's a good shot of the feathers. Nice. Wait, did I miss one? Oh, there we go. Flowers. Oh, they're boinking. Nice. Beautiful flower of a cactus. Eastern-eyed click beetle, I think. Beautiful. Milkweed bugs, nymphs, maybe? I wouldn't know, but they're very bright red. Very nice. Happy camper, hello. All right. Cat. I got a call from my uncle that found a cat at a camp who was abandoned and didn't get along with his dog. So here is Marmalade after her vet appointment. Nice. Out of Canada. Hello, Marmalade. Nice to meet you. You are very cute. I'm sorry you were abandoned. You did not deserve that, but it looks like you have a much better home now. Yes. Very fluffy. I bet the coat does look a little raggedy right now, but like 1 year of like really good, consistent, high quality food, probably gonna just like puff out and just be like super beautiful. Already beautiful, but like have a beautiful coat. That's what I've seen from abandoned cats that kind of look like this after proper food. So awesome. Love that you did that. Camping at Thunder Ridge in Colorado by Colin. We're camping with friends and family for 2 days. Was fun. Deer. Very nice deer. Oh, jumping. Pretty. Colorado's pretty. Chipmunk. Hello. Burb. Something in your mouth. Nope. I'm not good with songbird identifications. Also very cute. Pretty. Doggo. My younger brother's dog named Poofy. She's so cute. Oh my god, look at her. I just want to pinch her little cheeks. Oh my god. Nice. Cool flower. Pretty. Reservoir. Fast moving water. Love it. I would want to get in that water. Looks a lot of fun. Cool squirrel. No, that's chipmunk. Chipmunk, yep. Person down here near the water. Got a little bit of drought. Nice, nice. Cool fire shot. All right, nice. Cool field full of flowers. I don't know what these are called, but it is pretty. Thank you so much for sharing. It's great. Ooh, Philadelphia Zoo. Laura went to the zoo with family and got some pretty cool pictures with new phones. Surprisingly more animals around compared to when I went a month ago. Spider Monkey in Skyway. That's Dude, that skyway. I've recently like kind of went into like this mesh world of getting quotes for this mesh, and to do this skyway, I mean, it probably cost them like five. No, it's around the whole place. Maybe like 2 or 3 mil to do. It's expensive because I suspect they're hiring. There's only a handful of companies that do this, and I got quotes from them to do some stuff, and it's so expensive, guys. I mean, like astronomical. Like these, like tension bars. The cheapest I could find them, like out of China stock, was like $9 each, and that adds up when you have like you see 4 right there. That's $40 right there, and you've got to have like hundreds of these. So it just gets expensive. You think like those might even be like freaking $20 a pop, depending on how much weight. It's hard to tell the depth of or the thickness of them. Anyway, it all just is just really expensive, but it's really well done, and you can't have any mistakes. And this wire has to last forever too. So, yeah, I mean it's got to hold back freaking tigers. I mean, I know this. I ordered some of this metal mesh a little bit wider, not as thick, from China for the bird of prey aviaries, like the tops of them. And through China, it's more of a lead time, but like it still can get pricey. So, long story short, yeah, they let tigers in. There's like a ton of species that go through here. So, and you can see animals will pee on people. Those are like pee marks and stuff. They'll pee on people as they go under them. So you have to watch that. I think there's signs like splash zones and stuff like that there. So steel's very expensive, yeah, and then all the tariffs and stuff like that. Anyway, that's kind of the building side of it. People might think, oh, it's cheap. No, it's not. New leopard hiding in the back corner. Nice. Kiddie pool. Nice. That's a good pool. Good pond. Yeah, that wire. It's expensive. Nice. Right outside the food court watching all the food. Cute. Hello. Hello, cheetah. Zebra. There are 2 zebras in this picture. Oh, the ears. Nice. Oh, wow. Big spider. Meerkats. Awesome. Yeah, Philadelphia Zoo. It's great. It's a really good one. Been there a few times. Bugs. Nika Brand. Denmark. Some bugs my teacher showed me. Some of them are over 100 years old. My school wants to throw them out, but thankfully my teacher's taking them home. Good. Yeah, don't throw those out. That's awesome. Yeah, keep those around forever. I'm sure there's a museum too that would take them. Whoa, that's a lot of beetles. Wow. Nice. That's beautiful. That's a lot of work. So, glad they're not throwing them out. Yeah, call Evan. He'll take them. Trash haul. Zach. Day of cleaning up trash in nature area, working with the parks. Thank you for everything you and your team does. Broom brush cutter hits some trash bags. Nice. I mean, not nice, because then you have to pick up all the little plastics, but nice that you're cleaning it up. Shredded trash, that sucks. It makes it a lot harder to pick up. That's a haul. Hell yeah, great. Snake, hello. Good to see you. Worm. Another worm. Is that a robin? Kinda. Chill. Nice. Connor, did you hear about the situation in Germany, Nuremberg? They killed 12 baboons because they kept breeding knowing they have no space for them. They had to offer from a sanctuary in Ireland but refused to take it because the sanctuary didn't allow breeding, and the baboons are registered in the European breeding program. I did not hear that. That sounds like a really crappy situation all around and really sucks. Carly Gray. Hello. Thank you so much for almost the 2 years. Monarchs. I spent the last few years transforming my yard into a pollinator paradise. Amazing, including all of these kind of native perennials and annuals and a raspberry patch that my 2 English setters love picking from. Nice. This year, I decided to add some milkweed to hopefully it worked attract monarchs. Huge. Whoa, that's awesome. Nice. Oh, wanted to do it on the side of a building or rock. Love that. That's so cool. Wow. Hello. Monarchs. Hello. Oh, puppies. Hello, puppies. Nice to meet you. You are very cute. Hummingbirds. Love that. Bee. Eagle. Hello, eagle. Caca, America, freedom. Nice to see you. That's awesome. Love that. Thank you so much. Birds and bees. Divine Archangel. We're in the UK. Ever since watching, I have started to get calmer around bugs, especially bees. Still unsure about wasps, though. There's some. Here are some of my finds in our tiny garden in a local National Trust house gardens. Nice European hornet native. First time I've seen one. It went to look at this dead wasp. I knew there was something different about it. Nice. Very cool. Unknown butterfly. I don't know, but it's gorgeous. Yeah. Buzzard? Yeah. I'm not as familiar with the UK bird of prey, but pretty. Probably buzzard. So many bees at one of the artichoke flowers. Nice. Love some bees. Nice. Hello. Hello. Unknown caterpillar wondering what was eating my plants. Probably the caterpillar. Let him eat. Refuse to mow my lawn these days while there were on the ragworth weeds. Nice. Good idea not to mow. Oh, golden chaffish on our fence. Nice. Beautiful. Thank you so much. That's cool to see the UK animals. Hiking in the Rocky Mountains National Park, Solace, near Colorado, United States. I moved to Colorado a few years ago because I love the mountains. I go hiking in the national park often. I love being enveloped by nature. These pictures are from my trip into the park over the last 1.5 years. Nice. Colorado is beautiful. I wish Alveus was in Colorado. Doesn't make sense. I wish everything could be the exact same except Alveus is just in Colorado for the weather and other reasons, but yeah, that would be nice. The lake in the fall, peep the fall aspen. You can see glaciers between the second and the middle, or the second peak in the middle. It's hard to see since it's fall. Second peak, like right here. Oh, right here. Nice. Beautiful. Elk, a 12-point bull elk with his herd and more fall aspen. That is pretty. Lily Lake. Nice. Man. It would just be so hard to control wildfires out here, though. Jeez. There's just so much land. Wetlands. Okay. Wetlands, but artsy. Nice. Quack. Lake during the spring, you can see the same glacier between the second middle peak, much clearer. Yeah. Very nice. Another elk. Elks are very loud. That's what they sound like. No limestone. True. Thank you so much, Solace. Katie, a trip to the Rocky Mountains. Love that. Alberta, Canada. My morning view. I want some coffee or tea or whatever that is in that cup. That looks delicious. Very cozy. Last year, wildfires destroyed a large part of the park. They believe it's caused by lightning. It will take decades to regrow. Yeah. But hopefully new growth will be really good for it. The falls, beautiful. Whoa, that's just crazy erosion. The basement at the bottom of the falls, the rock formations amaze me. The water scares me. Yeah, I wouldn't want to dive into that. I'm good. The big picture. Icefield Parkway, they have signs showing where the glaciers used to be and how climate change has caused it to shrink. Sad. Yeah, they have that in Alaska too. Is Pretty crazy. Tadpole. Indian painted flower growing wild. Love that. The lake. Leaving a place better than you found it. Nice. Yeah, get that trash out of there. Thank you so much. Aw. Nice Alveus shirt. Love that. Thank you so much. All right. We're like a little over halfway. I really went to Mont Blanc, Italy. I want to go. Hello? I went on Mont Blanc. If you don't know Mont Blanc, it's the highest peak in Europe. Whoa! Sir Lancelot, thank you for the 10 subs. Thank you so much. W. If you don't know, Mont Blanc is the highest peak in Europe, and me and a few friends planned a 2-day expedition to climb it. We ended up spending only 1 day relaxing on the glacier and walking on it, which was very fun, though I burned your chin. No! Our base camp. Dude, that's fun. Cold, but fun. Peak is called Giant Tooth. Wow. Little bird hopping on the ice. Nice. Ramen. I had instant noodles for 3 days straight. It was not a pleasant picture. I'm sorry. I'm sure you did not poo for a while. I spent 3 hours building an ice wall around my tent to prevent the cold wind from entering. That sounds like a challenge. The ICC on top of the peak, even though we were more than 3,000 feet below it. Jeez. Kayla and I want to go do a hike in Italy. What was that? Oh! Enter. Dr. Nick, thank you so much. Exclamation point, enter. Heck yeah. Get yourself some wolf socks. We were tied together, which was the safe way to do it. Very nice. Yeah, Kayla and I want to go to Italy and hike the Dolomites. Is that the right word? Go through there would be wonderful. Hello, Bugger and Little Slithery Guy. Kendra, hello. Arizona. I'm always on the lookout for little guys to take pictures, capture data about things around me. So here are some bug photos, as well as when I was on a family outing with some younger cousins who are about to be teenagers. So I taught them some things about reptiles and bugs for the day. Nice. Me, when I was showing family, the nope ropes aren't so nope. They're actually happy friends. Nice. 0.5 of us. Nice. A bee. Hello, Buggy. Another one. Spider. Hello, praying mantis. I love praying mantis. They're so cool. Hello. Roly polies. That's a cool markings there. Very nice. Hello, spider, jumping spider. Another roly poly. Love it. Thank you so much. I'm full-time ceramic artist in New Zealand. I was recently part of an exhibit. There we go. I can read. I wanted to create an art that expresses my love of conservation. I made vases with braided rivers on them. And these rivers are rare, found in only a handful of places in the world. I made these pieces try to remind people to protect the natural beauty in our country and bug vases as well. Cute. That's adorable. Vases. I hear people's vases, I guess. Handmade and painted by me, outlined in the several major braided rivers in New Zealand. That's cool. Wow. That is really cool. Nice. Thank you so much. Congrats on your merch. Thank you so much. Thrifting, Texas. Went thrifting this week, found some super cool pieces, especially in love with the mod-inspired dress because it embroiders in pockets. Tank shorts. Okay, very nice. Good vibes. Be kind. Yes. Love that. Cute. Mod-style dress with pockets. That's fun. Pockets. Women need more pockets in their clothes. 100%. Love that. Nice. Aquarium visit in France, Aero Noodle. During my vacation in July, we visited the aquarium in St. Malo, where a bunch of pictures of all the fish and animals. Some are blurry, I apologize. They also had a bunch of educational signs and displays about pollination, breeding programs, and regular info about these species. Oh, these are so cool. The ray eggs on the breeding program educational display. Yeah, those are cool. Lionfish, invasive to Gulf of Mexico. I almost said Gulf of America. Gulf of Mexico. A megalodon jaw replica. Crazy. Just the kid for size there. Yikes. Shark friend. Hello. Ray friend. Hello. The big guy. Forgot the species. Grouper? We have the sea turtle that came super close. Nice. Some of the scapings that were beautiful. Dude, scapes. Yeah, like landscaping. That is pretty. Documented by Megasaur. Yeah, it was good. Frowny face. Beautiful. Hello. Horseshoe crabs. Okay. This is awesome. Lucas would love to do something like this. Or maybe he'd hate it, but I think he would like it. The aquarium also had a ride that made you go down inside of the moving submarine with a window, and they move inside a giant fish tank. That's fun. That's really fun. Here's one of the pictures from inside the moving submarine things. Some sturgeon, carp from the ride. That is so cool to do, to like go inside of the aquarium. That's wonderful. I love it. Thank you so much. Ooh, Safari Project, Rowan, 300 hours for the Earth, South Africa. Hi, so over the last month, I've spent some time in Namibia Private Game Reserve, South Africa. We did so much help with research projects, worked with vet teams and anti-poaching units. I learned so much and fell in love with South Africa. That is cool. Rowan, are you here by chance? Hippo tusk. Wow. That's insane. Hello. Giraffe called Lana, identified using an app called Earth Ranger. Amazing. Beautiful. Camera traps. Yeah. Sunset walk with some friends. I love that. Oh, jackals feeding on wild wildebeest carcass. I'm just curious about South Africa cellular speeds and stuff like that. Linus with a tracker. Nice. Beautiful. Dude, a whole month down there. 2 male cheetahs. That'd be so much fun. Giraffe. Flat-necked chameleon. They live in the same trees for their entire life. That's so cool. Community day. Love that. Nice. We dehorned a rhino. I researched very successful anti-poaching techniques. This is what inside to look like. Crazy that you got to hold that. That's cool. Whoa. That's awesome. To be that close. Crazy. Love that. Thank you so much. Whoa, hello again. More drawings and some bug photos. John S. near South Carolina. Lots of hours drawing extinct, critically endangered, and functionally extinct animals. And also learning how to animate them on digital pads. Sorry, these are not a lot of pictures, animals on my trail, but I had a back surgery and I'm limited to what I can do physically. I hope your back surgery goes well. That is cool. Doing freaking animations, that's tough. Nice. A little ear twitch too. Love that. Hello. Very cute. These are good. I love that. Nice. Had a discectomy? You had to have a disc removed? I'm sorry. Is that what it is? Like you got like a artificial disc put in? I was going to take you out. No, this is awesome. Love that. Yes. Whew. Best of luck. Lots of physical therapy, I suspect, on your road. It's gonna be tough, but you got it. Nice. Ooh. Ow. Drawing the new direwolf Khaleesi. Nice. Drawing extinct Elmer leopard. Wow. Love that. They said 6 to 7 weeks. Nice. That's better than I thought it'd be, honestly. Beautiful. Capuchin monkeys. Nice. Whoa. Mexican grizzly bear. Dude, that's awesome. Found an eastern ribbon snake in our garage. Nice. Hello. That's massive. Athena the scorpion. Last 2 babies before their first molt and ready for their own enclosure. Nice. Drawing of northern white rhino who only have 2 females left. Very nice. My bold jumping spider. Nice. Hello, cutie. My little 1-year rescue. Awesome. Love that. Original drawing of the cockapoo. Right now, their numbers are 241, slowly decreasing due to partially habitat loss. Nice. Endangered gibbon primate. Beautiful. Hello, red panda. Very cute. Whoa. My first time feeding orchid mantis, Daisy. I got her from someone's kid who stopped taking care of her. W rescue. Crazy beautiful. Wow. Hey guys, we have Facebook now, by the way. You guys can go follow us on Facebook. I know, boomer alert, but go do it if you have a Facebook. Dune Scorpion, nice. It's in the link, the new Fossabot. Yeah. All right, John, thank you so much. Best of luck with your back recovery. Tadpole update. Bonus book and cat by Sophia, Wisconsin. Tadpoles are growing up and leaving the water. Also found a pretty grasshopper with great camouflage and a bonus photo of my cat and his harness outside. Awesome. Like the harness. Very cute. Hello, bug. That's a crazy camouflage. I would not see it. So, tadpoles. Hello. Nice. And they're so cool to watch. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for the update. Seed collection, seed cleaning. Daxton Gibbs near Utah. Collecting seeds of the plant purple thrall. The NPS site that I have an internship is doing construction, and they want these seeds saved to plant after conservation. That's awesome. Nice. After the cleaning. Seeds before cleaning. Little work area. That's awesome. Hello. That's great. I love that so much. That's a lot of fun. Tubing Trash Haul by Puddle. First show and tell, my friend took me tubing, which I was not a huge fan of, but I managed to snag a meager trash haul along the way. We also got some pictures of ducks, geese. Excuse the poor pictures. My friend is not exactly a photographer. Well, W trash haul. Let's go get it out of the water. Detracted by a butterfly, of course. Birds. Yeah, we got the Canada goose. Nice. I can't tell what that is, but nice. Thank you so much. Tubing can be fun with the right people, I think. But I like rapids, so I prefer whitewater rafting personally. Visiting a nearby peat bog nature reserve in northwest Germany. Humble hack. I went on a bike tour to a nearby peat bog in my area and was, for the first time, actually on the lookout for bug friends. Nice. Peat bogs are super unique ecosystems that store large amounts of carbon that would otherwise be in our atmosphere. True. Overview from a watchtowers, because they don't decompose. They just get buried, and when decomposing happens, carbon gets released. So instead, it just stays locked in the ground. It's awesome. Bug bog, nice. Hello, bug. Ooh, dragonfly. There are hundreds of them around. There's a ton of dragonflies, in Texas right now from all the water, all the rain. Tubing isn't hard enough for Connor. True. Sergeant James. Soldier beetle, very loud when buzzing around. I can see that. Where's Froggo? Froggo's right there. 2 of them. Nice. 3 of them right there. Another frog. Round leaf sundew. Didn't even know we had carnivorous plants over here. That's crazy. That's cool. The peat in peat bog, it only grows around 1 millimeter or 0.4 inches in a year thanks to the decaying mosses. That's very slow. Nice. Thank you so much. That's cool. Saved a baby duck by Mel Melmo. My sister found a duck outside our apartment. Alone at herd, I took it to our local vet. They do wildlife rescues, and they took it off my hands. It was such an easy process. I love that. Hello. Glad you got it taken care of. Wonderful. Thank you so much for the rescue. And awesome to that vet for taking them in. Most of the times vets don't deal with that stuff, which is great that they do. Animal-themed art show, Ellen, Australia. I recently had the opportunity to participate in a local art exhibition all about wildlife and the natural world. Artists were asked to produce or share pieces about animals. There were tons of lovely pieces. I got the chance to share my embroideries. Love that. Hours are for making the pieces. 10 hours. Nice. Pretty. Love that. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. Cute. Very cute possum painting by another artist. That's cool. I love the frame with that too. Amazing cockatoo painting by one of the gallerists. That's fun. Whoa. That's intricate. Close up of my pieces. Wow. That's so much like fine detail. Respect. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. Very nice. Posting nature photos to iNaturalist. Nice. By Drew in Minnesota. Hey, first post here. I haven't seen anyone mention iNaturalist. It's a website app that helps contribute to the world's largest species data collection. I can never go outside without taking pictures and posting species. I find everyone here should check it out since there's a lot more I want to say. Here are some cool photos Coolers finds from the today's nature walk with the girlfriend. That's some cool looking bridges there. Pretty arrowheads. Nice. A harvestman crossed our path, and I caught something in its mouth. Okay, nice. Native wildflower. Awesome. Slime mold. Okay. Big bird's nest on the edge of the trail. All the photos were recorded and posted on iNaturalist. Very nice. Yeah, iNaturalist is a great resource. It's fun. It's been a big resource for me personally for like window to wildlife and stuff like that. So it's great. Thank you, Drew. First post, Critter and Nature by Sarah, Rhode Island, United States. First time posting here. There are a few of my favorite nature-related pictures from the past year. Ducklings in Mystic, Connecticut. Cute ducklings. Hello. Oh, Red Panda, Roger Williams Zoo. Heard of them. Okay. Dope from Roger Williams. Evil, but okay. Little guy I saw in Texas. Nice. Say this guy from Home Depot. Solid. Greenhouse at my school. That's fun. Little pitcher plant. Whoa. At the fun greenhouse. That's pretty. I like that. Snack time. Heck yeah. Sleepy bees. Nice. Boyfriend reveal at Rogers Williams Zoo. Hello. Nice. Love that. Sam Sunshine with the 37 months. Thank you so much. That's crazy. Buggy. Xerxes Society signage at the park by Sergeant Jams. Near San Francisco. Quick post about seeing Xerxes Society post in my local park, and a couple iPhone macros from the pollinator habitat there. Just bought a real macro lens to watch out crickets. Ooh. Pollinator habitat. Yeah, Xerxes. Love that. We're going to post one or put one of these, I think, exact sign up in our pollinator garden once it's fully ready to go. So, nice. Beautiful. Just missed the buggies on this one, but still pretty. It is a pretty flower. Nice. This guy wanted to recreate the poster image. Yeah. Love that. Wonderful. It's great to see Xerxes Society posts up, or posters, signs. Thank you so much. And it says I'm caught up, but I'm just going to do this last one. Just like this should be the last one, I think. Saunders Country Critter Zoo and Sanctuary Part 4. Canada. Went to visit a decently local sanctuary about an hour away. I have included the information sheets they had for them as well. These places recognized by a bunch of organizations in Ontario. This is going to be a real photo dump. So here will be multiple posts. Capuchin monkey. Nice. All right. You got the signage. Let's see. IUCN status. It's the biggest thing I look for. I mean, it could be up here. Hello. You guys are the only Twitch sub I keep when I did my budget. Sam, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Nice. Mink. Okay. The mink signage. Okay. Nice. Nice. Oink. Nice. Hello, Stabby. Push pop. Big guy. Sulcata tortoise. Huge. Bald eagle. Red tail. Red-footed tortoise. Nice. Bald eagle. Freedom. America. Nice. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I know Maya is getting pretty busy. She's going to be doing the Streamer Olympics, so that's why I took over for her today. I'm sure we will see lots of her on her stream, or I guess Ludwig's stream as well, so it'll be a fun time. We're going to go back to the animal cams. We are going to try to have a volunteer day tomorrow to paint the parrot aviary. Got a lot of painting to do, so we'll see how that goes. But thank you guys so much, and we will I'll see you guys very soon.